welcome to the crack of dawn. It just caught me by surprise. We were saying thank you so much. We've got two directors, two cameramen tonight. We've got Len Roy from St. Croix on cameras, and we've got Rich Conestranzo. Now, if you've seen Rich, and we've got our guest here today is Elena Ciampa.
Hello.
And she is here. She is from Northampton, Massachusetts, like I am from. And she's a musician. She was a Spanish teacher. What kind of Spanish do you speak? Like Puerto Rican type or like Spain?
Spain. Unfortunately, it's really not a good sound in this country, but that's where I learned it. Yeah.
So would you say that it's more popular to speak a Puerto Rican accent in the States than
in the
Spain?
States, you sound better if you have an
Puerto Rican
American accent. Like what? Because America, the hemisphere, is all the countries.
Okay.
You know, so they, they're just like,
so cool
nosotros somos americanos también. We're Americans.
Never do that.
Like if you're in Mexico, un mexicano es americano. I mean, right? Because
it's totally different.
It's the American hemisphere, so.
But you can switch it if
yeah,
you need to?
It's all the same vocab, the same grammar.
I can't believe it. How did you learn Spanish? Just high school, or you went
It was
to Spain?
middle school, high school, college studying, and then grad school. I finally went to Spain.
And how did you figure it out? Going to Spain was the
the only way. The way I got fluent was by being immersed in the language.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You could do it.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, you could do it in the United States, like on a campus that's immersed, but it's harder to. Yeah.
Now, do you love to spy on people and find like Karens because you can totally understand what they're saying?
Ooh,
like,
I just tried to do that. I tried to do that the other day.
I would love to be a spy.
I don't always catch it though because I don't always have. I don't really understand. Like
But if someone says to their kid like it sounds like, get a cheeseburger and a pan of fries, but they're really saying like, you idiot.
Yeah.
We're getting rid of you and you're in the trash can when you're home.
I caught a girl.
Taco Bell and today and you're done. Taco Bell. I'd be like, you had me at hello.
Yeah, no, I did. I caught a girl calling me fat. She called me ancha.
Ancha?
Ancha means wide.
It does?
Yes, we were in Mexico and this.
She called you wide?
Yeah, she was. They thought that we were.
Why?
I didn't say anything because
you should have said wide receiver, you jerk.
They were like, she was like, mira esa ancha.
Mira esa ancha?
Mira esa ancha. Like she was like, look at that fat, like the wide girl or whatever. And then the other girl that she was with knew that I spoke Spanish because I was speaking Spanish to my kids.
So she was like, oh,
and she was like, yeah. And then the girl that called me ancha was like, oh no, mira esa madre, that mother, esa madre. And so she tried to
would love to speak.
So then I just stared at her because she knew I knew.
I love that. I mean, there's so many languages I would love to. Well, here's the thing: you get your nails done.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know. I don't have a lot of Chinese friends, but I do have some, and I want to bring them along. But then the thing is you're like, oh, they're Chinese, and then all of a sudden the lady's like, oh, we're from Laos, and it's like a whole different thing. So you can't just assume that all your nail ladies are Chinese because they're not. They're from Laos. They're from all different places. They're from Vietnamese.
You get your nails done.
Not very Japanese ones. But yeah, it's so fun. So Spanish teacher, and then did it drive you crazy or did you love teaching?
No, I love the kids, but I was always supposed to be studying music.
You had to do music.
I couldn't live without studying. And then I realized there's a little window where I could do it because...
Harry Styles coming along.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Harry Styles.
Harry's coming, and then she'll show you hers. So
Anderson Paak is
this guy, someone said he's a drummer.
Yeah, Anderson Paak he's a drummer, but he's a multi-instrumentalist, and he's a writer and an arranger and everything like that.
Hey, Chuck Peterson, I was almost asked you to come on the show, even though I've never met you, but you're friends with me on Facebook. Chuck Peterson, he plays at Daryl's house. Have you ever heard of that? Daryl Hall at John Oates.
So I have to learn. My head has been in the sand, so I have to apologize
all these musician
for not
things.
knowing things that I'm supposed to know, maybe.
Well, there's so many. If you could go to a concert, like I have to go. I was telling Elena, I've got to go to the Grateful Dead. Rich, did you hear that again?
Oh, you're being required. I had no idea
if I ever fail a drug test, I'm going to say it's my husband's fault driving me to these concerts because it's not my fault. Oh my God! So I got to go Friday. I think.
Okay.
It's a smaller venue. So
wait, so the Dead are playing?
It's not the John Mayer who I just saw. I just saw the one with the John Mayer. I guess he plays.
John Mayer, yeah, is now
Jerry.
like Yeah.
You know, everybody's like, he's no Jerry. But I mean, I don't even listen to the Dead, so I don't even know. You know, I'm like, oh God, those guys are old. Who's the guy with the gray hair? That's Bob Weir. Don't you know? I'm
Don't
like,
you
no,
know
I
he's
don't
the
know.
last
No.
standing? No, he's not
I
the
don't know. He looks like the guy in the rocking chair at Yankee Candle. Yeah, I have no clue. Is Yankee Candle still there?
I believe so.
Oh my God, they have Yankee Candles in Walmart now.
Oh
I know,
boy.
it's not good. I know. How's Northampton doing with the?
Pandemic?
Yeah,
Crappy.
I know. I noticed. You know what? I noticed for the first time in my life that East Hampton seems to be more
Better.
hopping
Yep.
than Northampton. I hate to knock my own city because
No,
we
I
would
know
always
well.
say, "Oh, you're from," like my husband's from East Hampton, and people would be like, "Oh, where's Anthony from?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know, outside of Northampton."
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but he went to
we're like-
private school, so that tells you something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his mother wouldn't send him to East Hampton, not at the time. But now it's like, it's pretty much dispensary, brewery, bakery, dispensary, brewery, bakery, dispensary, brewery, bakery,
Yeah.
dentist.
Yeah.
And eye doctor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Elena's husband is the guy,
Eric.
Eric is the one that gets us all these funky eyeglasses. So if you're in,
Oh.
you know, getting eyes done,
yes.
Dostal Eye Care.
Yes.
Those are from him too. Don't you love?
He
Where'd you,
told me
what?
These are
Those are
sunglasses.
so cool.
That is the trick, you guys. If anybody wants big, you know,
I love
frames
big.
still, if they're going out of style and you can't find them in the glasses section, you just move over to the sunglasses section.
Yes, and then
you
pop out the
order
lenses.
your regular lenses.
She's
instead
like
of-
me. See, I
Yeah.
don't like to.
Were those sunglasses?
No,
okay,
I
they're-
just thought these
yeah.
these might even be men's. I have no idea, but I'm the same as her. Like I don't have tattoos on my neck. I don't have any of that. I don't have any piercings. So
Yeah.
my way of showing my statement is I don't even dress promiscuous or anything. I mean, whatever. Sometimes if it's.
It depends on.
Yeah, if I have to. It's
Depends on
very
the
rare.
occasion.
Yeah, it was a honeymoon once, but yeah. Yeah, but I don't have that stuff. I don't wear every ring that I have on my finger. You know when people put every ring
Oh
on the
yeah,
finger?
yeah.
Those are like those tarot card people. Oh yeah, I got one for this. But my statement is like my glasses, and I'd say Eric is pretty conservative, and then he has some pretty cool glasses.
Yeah.
He's got a good
Yeah.
style going, but I would say it's his glasses.
Oh, Eric himself or the
Yeah,
plate?
your husband.
Yeah.
And then whose Volvo is that red one? Is that
His. It's
oh
his.
My God.
He said-
He drives. Well, I knew it was either yours or his. So of course he could probably drive a Mercedes if he wants. He's got this Volvo that's like, I love it.
I don't
was
think he
pulling
can do a
out.
fancy car because we have all this music.
It's like a Volvo station wagon, but
Oh, yeah.
it's still shaped like a bread box.
The
like those-
93.
It is?
It's a 93. Yeah,
So
it's a
basically
vintage.
your perfect like rectangle.
Yeah.
And it's a bright red. I love it. You don't find those anymore.
No.
You had a banana Mercedes.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Banana color. Remember when the
Yeah.
Mercedes had that banana color?
Yeah, way back.
That was a good car, wasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely was just like fun
Okay,
to drive.
we got tons of
and-
time. This goes by so fast, like before you know it. But again, we're not looking like. I'm thinking this is Brad Pitt. with
I
dreadlocks.
cannot. I'm losing all my shape here.
But again, we're having fun here, and we're doing portraits. And remember,
Yes.
don't be hard on yourself. I love having fun. Most of my show, a lot of people say, I want to come on the show, but I can't draw. And I'm like, no. That's not the point here.
Well, yeah, okay.
You know
So
what I mean?
need to get more into
I
the.
would be doing 20 episodes if I wanted this to be perfect. But we have about 20 minutes left, and while we shoot the breeze, we could probably finish them up. Hopefully. Or the other thing, Elena, is you can just abstract it out.
Okay, because I just had to take off a whole bunch
Yeah.
of black.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know, it's crazy. Rich is saying
15
15
minutes.
minutes. So see, if I want to do this and just say, you know what? I'm going to take this entire white part right here and I'm just going to make it bright green. And
You
then
could
I'm going to
just do
go up
that.
here and I'm going to make it purple. It doesn't matter. Okay, Christine
right.
Pettit and I were doing Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart, black and white. That's a different show. But we can do these and have them good. So, I'm excited
Cool.
for you. So what are some of the professors that you're going to have at Hart?
So.
And it's all instrumental in
It's
composition?
they are very. I don't even know where to start. How can I say this very easily? They're just all really obviously brilliant, but the cool thing about them is that they are personable. Also,
Yeah.
'cause
You'll be driving into Hartford, right?
I'll be driving into Hartford. I probably will have like a room for during the week.
You will?
I think I will
could
because
stay with
Simon will
me.
be gone anyway, and then if Eric is having the day off, he can just come down.
You know what? That's a great idea. That'll be
Yeah.
your beach house.
Yes. right in the middle of West Hartford.
You know what?
It'd be
though?
great.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, if
You
I
know
have a
what?
ton
That'll
of work.
be fun. And you know what? Everybody gets divorced these days, and it's like you need to pep up the marriage. Imagine if you had a little place that you just
Let's just go down
it's
the
like my
highway.
parents. Yes, my parents
Yeah.
have a house that's 15 minutes from their regular house.
Oh, they just take off into the
They
into
just
the
go
woods
15
together.
minutes down the road. They call it the farm. There's no animals. They're like, let's go to the farm, and we're like, all right.
They're going to the farm again. Let's not talk about it.
And sometimes when I sleep over, my mother will say, here's the keys, stay at the farm. And I love it. I'll just, it's crazy.
That's awesome.
It's like an episode of Halloween.
Hey, so where's the
sometimes out
farm,
there.
by the way?
So it does look like an episode from Halloween sometimes. So around the holidays, I probably wouldn't stay there during Halloween because it's kind of creepy. But yeah,
But yeah, so where is it like? So it's 15 minutes. So it's like West
it's
Hampton
off
or something.
of Route 10 in Southampton.
Oh, cool.
And it's right by, of course, another dispensary. I know, it's
I wonder
everywhere.
why or
well,
how I
I
could
still
guess.
am looking. I heard Tim Parsons is a back surgeon. Have you ever heard of him?
Tim Parsons, didn't
Tim
he go
Parsons.
to? Didn't
Oh my
he go
God.
to school in Northampton?
He did. So he went to school. Did I date Tim? Tim, did I date you? Right now,
Did Tim come
wish
on
I
the
stayed
show?
with him because I need a shot from you, Tim, in this back right here.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So what? Tell us the.
So I have
Back.
the back problems. Do you have back problems? It's so
a teeny
bad.
bit, but I should have brought you my. Do you have the little air disc that you could sit on, that forces you to always make these micro movements so that you are always your blood flow is happening.
Okay, I'll try anything. I
It's
love
like
it.
those things that are at the Y. People stand on them and they do little exercises, but
Oh,
if you sit
it's
on
like the
them,
ones the kids have for ADHD.
it's an air disc. It's like you know how you have those air
probably
balls that you are, the exercise
Yeah,
balls.
yeah, yeah.
It's full of air, but it's flat.
Okay. Okay.
And I wonder, do
I
you
would
have
do
sciatica?
anything.
What do you have?
No, I don't have the sciatica anymore. Mine, here's
Okay.
actually what I think, and nothing against my surgeons because who knows, but I actually think that those needles that they put into your back, I think that a piece of the needle chipped off. Yeah, I'm not kidding. But radiologists aren't looking for that. Nobody says, hey, look for a piece of chip.
Can you say that when you go?
I'm going to go.
Okay.
As soon as I go back.
Yeah, that sounds like you
I'm
gotta
gonna be like,
do
I
that.
think there's a piece of needle in there. And then if there is, like, even the surgeon that takes it out, even if it's like a huge malpractice case, like the relief from that thing getting out of my back will be like, I'll cut his half in half. I'll cut the cut. It's like,
Yeah.
But
my
we're getting
God.
older, and people have.
Yeah.
What about Eric? His health's okay.
Yeah. He's trying to
Mom,
stay up with exercise. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I don't think Nancy's walking anymore. She used to
Doesn't
walk
she have
a
a
lot.
big dog?
No, she has a little dog.
Oh, she does?
Who is hysterically funny, who barks and runs
Oh, I was
around.
talking about your mother. She has a big
my
dog.
mother.
Yeah.
My mom has a big dog, and she walks everywhere. And yes, she's actually.
She loves it.
Yeah, she does. And
She's
she
very busy.
Eats well, and she is moving around. She knows she has to exercise, and she has her YMCA friends, and so that's.
She does go to the
great.
Y right there?
Yeah.
So she lives near my parents.
It's a great community. Actually, that would be so funny if they met. They would have a good time.
All my mother
they would
does is walk. My mother loves to walk. My mother loves to
Do
walk.
your parents have a dog? Because they will cross
Nope.
paths if that. Okay.
No dog for my parents.
No dog. No, because they
No.
need to go to the farm without
No
the
dog. Yeah, they'll go to the farm.
Yeah.
No dog. So this is looking a little better, and I'll show you something, 15 minutes, whatever. Even if we don't finish this, who cares? It's so fun to have guests on if you ever want to come on the show. Okay, it's looking a little better. A lot of people say, why did you put a big dark thing, under his eye? It's like, I just put my eye cream on to get rid of that thing. See, it's probably pretty much gone. This is called shadow, folks. So, yeah,
Shadow.
you can even see the shadow on my arm right here where I have muscle and, I have not much going on there, but so and then so did your dad pass away and that's why she left?
No, that's not why she left. She left Winthrop
I
and
hate
Beverly
asking that,
because.
my parents are getting old. I hate
Oh
it.
yeah, no.
He did
She
pass away?
He passed away, but she stayed in Beverly for a long
did?
time, and then she moved out and she moved to Winthrop.
Perfect, Rich. 10 minutes.
10
she moved
minutes.
to Winthrop.
And then her childhood home in Winthrop, she was right on the street with the beach, and started getting flooded like 4 times in January, February. So finally, at the same time, the condo that worked for her turned up.
Really?
Yes.
And how about your other sisters and brothers? You're the closest to your mom.
Yeah, I'm definitely geographically closest. Yep.
Geographically
Yeah,
closest.
I mean, well, everybody's sort of like, you know, mom this and mom that, you know how it is in families. But I think,
that's nice too.
yeah.
And then she's got her dog, so at least she's got that, you know, it's nice.
So we do dinner like, you know, maybe once or twice a month, and then there's
Mary's-
different things, you know, Simon's
He's
do.
got this pink thing going on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so funny because would you say Northampton would still be like a, you know, I don't know. There's so,
What's
the
that?
rainbow and the gay stuff is so like popular now and just like more rampant than ever because everybody's like so much more comfortable with themselves. But we are from the area that was the lesbian capital of the world.
Yeah, no, it still is.
Would you say it still is?
Oh, absolutely.
And then
They're
P-Town
proud
would
of
be
it.
like the gay, well, Fire Island. I mean,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
Yeah, so we
for
grew up.
sure.
So when people say like, "Oh, Dawn, you know, you gotta watch out," because then I'm like, I don't
Gotta
need
watch
to watch
out what?
for anything because.
What do you
we
mean you have to
grew-
watch out for?
You know, when people are like, "Oh, watch out," you know, he might
If you're saying
dress like a lady, and I'm like, "Oh, we're used to that." When I was 2.
Oh, God, it's so normal.
Yeah, when I was 2, people had.
It makes me feel like I get to be myself.
I love it.
Too.
Or like when we were in high school, easy, hands down, like
Yeah.
5 out of 10 people would say my parents are both ladies. Or
Yeah.
my mom
Yes,
left my
yes.
dad for a lady.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
a
just,
lot
like,
of our
normal.
friends, and a lot of our friends, of course. I mean, like, so all of our kids are in school together, and like our friends.
It's so
they're-
normal.
Yeah, like, so there's a lot of same-sex marriages, and they're awesome parents, and people stay together. They get divorced the same way as hetero
Yeah.
people, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're also, you know, they're changing gender if some of them have to, you know,
Yeah.
depending on they're finding themselves, obviously, and that's.
But it's like, you know, I'm really glad that my kids, a lot of kids, like my kids are learning that a lot in school. And I don't know if Northampton Public School even has to do that. They probably are, but I bet you $1 million they don't even have to because people are so respectful, aren't they?
Oh, I mean, it's definitely like.
It's never been a problem.
It's been a thing, like.
It was
that
never like your
became-
Boston accent, like where people were just like ridiculing.
Oh,
you 'cause
yeah. I mean, if you don't remember that, then maybe it just never really I mean, I think there are groups of kids like Lucia. So Lucia is out. She's bisexual, and she
Oh, yeah.
has like her, like, you know, she'll have like pins on with the rainbow, and she has this pin that says, "By the way, B.I."
No,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
And
hilarious.
some kid
By
in
the
her
way.
English class started to make fun of her.
Jerk.
And so there's a few of these, like, kind of, maybe you just call them meatball heads.
You know what? They really do. They really do. That's so
And so the
stupid.
some kid tried to make fun of her, and the other kid that was one of his like teammates on the football team was just like,
Dude, like,
John,
it's so
you can't say that. You know, you can't say it. What? You can't say that? What?
Right, they're
Like,
just meatheads.
yeah.
Yes, idiots.
Like they're kind of a little bit closed, and then but I guess they learn as they get through high school. Maybe they were learning different things from their parents or their.
You know what? I think that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Don't you?
But
I
once you
think it
get
is.
into the public school system, you're just gonna be you're gonna learn and be a product of.
Now, did both
your
of yours
culture.
go to public?
Well, Simon and Lucia, they went to the Smith College campus school.
No,
K
they
through 6.
did?
Yes. I was
Did
like,
they have Kathy Topel?
Lucy did.
She did? Oh, God.
Her
they had
art, yep.
Kathy. She's the best letter of recommendation I've got. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
if
yeah.
you're listening, Mr. Geisler, in Hartford Public Schools, just kidding. Yeah, she is.
Got
though.
to say,
So
though.
Smith College Campus School is
Hartford
great.
Public Schools,
Oh, God, I would love it. Yeah, we're waiting.
they
here.
would
We're
love
waiting here.
you, because I know you.
We're waiting for it. Yeah, we'll see. And you can help me. Oh, I know another question.
Yes?
What's the difference between,
What?
Latino community? What
Yeah.
does that cover? Does that cover Spain, or is that only like Cuba and Mexico? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
it's
trying to-
everybody.
Everybody that's
I
a
think
Hispanic.
so. It's just that, you know,
Trying
like.
to get with it before I get my job.
I
you what I'm
know.
saying?
It's just that you're not going to get peninsular Spanish, ethnicity here because they don't move to the United States.
No.
I mean, there's probably a nice little group in like New York City.
Yeah.
That came, and.
5 minutes. It's
5
perfect.
minutos.
5 minutos. How do you say left?
Well, you can't say it that way. You have to say quedan 5 minutos.
Quedan 5 minutos.
Yeah.
I love it. And you'll never forget the Spanish now. No,
Yeah,
it's
I don't know.
engraved. You got
I
it.
worry that I will, but then randomly I
Eric
start
know it?
using it. He knows cerveza.
knows some?
He knows
Cerveza.
Cerveza, por favor.
I love that.
And he knows ¿Dónde está el baño?
He does? And you have gone to Spain many times. You go a lot, right?
We used to go a lot when they
fun.
were smaller, and I wish we could go back because our
They
friends.
would live there over the summer, right? And put
Yeah,
the
we had
kids
the
to work.
best time at those. So our friends.
Kids would be put to work and picking vegetables during
Yeah,
the day.
we
taking care of
worked on
animals.
we worked and lived on an organic farm
Oh my
with
God,
our
that's so
friends.
cool.
That we met them through woofing the first summer we went, and then after that they just invited us.
And that's how you did it? And Eric would take
Yeah.
as much time as he could, and you'd go out there with the kids, right?
Yeah. So we really
That's so
learned
cool.
so much about not only Lucy became fluent there.
She really did.
Yeah, she was in, like,
did?
6th grade
So
or-
she speaks Spanish now.
She's losing it. She feels, but
that's
she
okay.
could. I think
Well,
she
you
could.
just throw her over to Spain, and that's the end of
Yeah,
that,
just throw
right?
her over there and
Throw
that'll be
her over to
fine.
Spain.
Absolutely.
So does she have any interest at Berkeley to study abroad, or you just wouldn't? I mean,
Well, in Valencia there is there's a Berkeley campus there for like
Yeah.
some of the a few different of the degrees, like the master's degrees.
A little
So
better
who
like
knows
Harry.
if she will go? She might go.
Harry, how you doing? We, Harry needs some earrings and maybe some more girly stuff. He's got his red lipstick. I love him. I don't know what he identifies as. I think he's with that
He's
lady.
bi, right?
I can't tell anymore.
Well, maybe we can just read it somewhere. Or
I mean,
why
I
would he
don't
not?
know.
Why would he not just say what he is?
I don't know. I think people are still exploring,
Yeah, well, yeah. I
exploring.
mean, your whole life is a journey, regardless. Like,
Everything
you
is.
can say one thing one day and change your mind, and it's fine.
And it's fine. Now, we'll show hers at the last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
And-
it's really bad right now.
But we'll have the bloopers at the end when we're still chatting. So what I'm
yeah.
going to do is I'm just going to do something really wacky because, why not?
Something really wacky?
Something really wacky. And so what I'm
What
going
is
to
that?
do is I'm just going to go and I'm going to give this a background color, okay, of blue, because why not? I don't know why.
Oh, cool.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going to, I don't know. Yeah. So I'm going to throw that background. I could have picked a different color, but I just decided to pick blue. He's got the blue eyes. Again, it might look horrible, but whatever. I don't care. Because this is, again, if you're picking up some paints and having fun, do a sketch first. You can trace sketches. You can do whatever you want. There's many ways to cheat. Can you cheat with music? Yes, right?
Oh, absolutely. Don't repeat me.
So, like, I'm not saying anything. I went to Billie Eilish.
Don't
and
ever
I
tell
went
anybody I
went,
said that. Just-
right? But when I went to like Billie Eilish,
you got to see
I
her.
was so shocked that it was basically her and her brother, and he makes all that noise happen, all that weird stuff.
He's a producer, and I'm sure she is too, but I mean, of course, he's probably.
I can't believe the two of them can make that kind of noise with the two people. And I think when we saw them, there were only 4, so they did have a drummer.
Okay, because I did never see what they. So in
4, that was it.
So it's 4 people in person. Yeah. But then they had all these backing tracks that were behind everything, or no?
No.
Oh, okay. So they were just a regular
just Phineas.
ensemble of
It's
4
crazy.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a different
I
sound
think
than
they
the
had the
recordings.
drummer and the other person just for some effect, so it wasn't just the 2 brothers and sisters. But that's crazy. What about Lucia? What does she tend to like?
She likes a lot of stuff. She definitely does love, Billie Eilish. But
She does?
Yeah, but she much as a younger music lover, she was so into Taylor Swift because the songwriting.
Yeah. 1 minute, perfect.
1 minute.
You can't believe it.
Oh, I'm not done.
So we'll keep going, and we're going to show hers and mine.
Okay.
And so she goes in and out, but right, Taylor Swift was right when she was a kid.
Right, but
Little.
she loves a lot of.
Is Taylor Swift country?
She was, and then she crossed over to mainstream, and.
You don't think she's country anymore?
No, she's not anymore. But Lucci really loves Wolfpack. These bands that are like.
Wolfpack?
Yeah, Wolfpack is this really cool band that has a lot of members. And here, maybe I should show.
Let's show ours. Yeah.
Even
Why
though
not? Yours is in your pocket.
Mine's in my pocket.
So I did. And don't worry. And the other thing is like, Dawn, why don't you go into episode 3 and 4? And I'm like, really? You're kidding me. Because you know what? It's like Mr. Rogers doing the same thing over and over. I mean, the kid is going to get bored after the 3rd time. He's going to notice. I just watched this thing 5 times. What's my mother doing? Okay, so I've got a Harry Styles thing going, and then look, that looks really good.
Well, so the cuff needs some help though, but
it looks like watercolors. The way that she did her. No, that looks really good.
It's very non-committal at this point.
So what she's going to do is you could easily. She can go. She probably has paint at home, but I mean, this is something with that picture.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
I'm going to give this to Simon.
This is such a great idea.
He
loves them?
He loves that guy, yeah.
So again, I mean, she's got the whole gist. I'd say hers is better than mine, but you know what? I don't care. I love this watercolor. A lot of people, I made a mistake. It looks the wrong. It's like, who cares?
So there's this discrepancy between like, you know that's a cuff, but then it blends into the darkness. But then I'm still trying to make a cuff. Yeah, Simon should like it. I'll just try.
Simon's gonna love it.
Fix this up. But.
Well, and then you'll always have the picture. The other thing is whether or not you make the whole thing blue, because I made Harry blue on one side. I don't know why. I just wanted to, and I'll show you my picture because mine doesn't look the same. So again, it's so nice to have everybody on the show. And again, Elena's a musician. There's probably a lot of you guys out there going to Hart School of Music. It's probably the best music school on the East Coast, one of them, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Besides Berkeley.
Well, I mean, it's like,
what's another one?
It's old. New England Conservatory in Boston.
Conservatory.
The Boston Conservatory.
Boston University still around.
Well, there's the DeLonghi School of Music, which is in Boston, etc. A lot of good Boston schools.
I can't believe she's at Berkeley. That's so exciting. So mother-daughter still in school. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And she's gonna go to the back roads because it was like thundering and crazy.
I don't want to go on the highway in the rain.
So
when I don't have to.
And you'll know somebody that's a Harry Styles fan that would like mine.
Oh God, you want to get rid of that?
Yeah, you're gonna get it.
Okay.
She's just gonna take that and then she can finish it.
Just let me help you.
And then we will sign it.
Okay.
And don't forget to sign however you want. I sign right into the paint.
Oh geez, you gotta sign this thing. You drew this, Dawn.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter though.
Okay.
So thanks for tuning into the Crack of Dawn. We're wrapping it up. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. I love it. Bye.
I love it too.
Thank you,
Bye.
Rich. Thank you, Lenroy. I'm really going to say.
The water's warm at Jaws Pond, and we're stocked full of treasures. Big or small, we buy it all. We buy and sell fast rides, power tools, vintage guitars, and so much more. Walk the plank in style with our fine jewelry, diamonds, and watches. Plus, we have a huge selection of the latest video games, including the new PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Jaws Pond, conveniently located on Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Southington and West Main Street in New Britain.